Hello, hello, hello. So that was a rough one yesterday, and I think I've fully understood my wrong in what I was doing, which was mainly throwing shit when I should have been taking a breath. My therapist would have absolutely said, "Whoa, Jay," when I was in this mode, what you guys saw, and I just let it live. My therapist would have said to me right there, she would have stopped me and said, "Do you see what you're doing right now? Do you see how you're throwing the insults and there's no reason to be really? You're just feeling attacked and you're doing this." So yeah, that was a rough one yesterday. But I'm going to tell you the only reason that this has happened in this way is that these people conspire. They go in Discord, think about as much as they can think about to plan and plot to destroy people's fucking lives. I'm telling you, that's the truth. That happens on a daily basis. Shanny is, hi, Stacy. Shanny is still feeling it. You can laugh all you want in the emojis. Go ahead and laugh. I know. It's really funny to see two people that actually love each other fight. You like get off on that stuff. Yeah. Thank you, that girl with the cute kids. I appreciate you. Um, we'll get through it. But yeah, this high bling and things, high Gucci trolls. So it's we woke up today to look in my email, which I should just delete that account. It's just I have created so many music playlists because I've gotten either deleted channels or I've had to delete them because people were trying to hack me and they got through to my email and shit like that. I just want to have music to listen to, but I should just get rid of the fucking account. But we opened up the email and boom, there she is. Like, oh, this is like she's still in this like seeming like she's pursuing me mode, which is like, dude, I know from the start, none of this was genuine. I know that none of this was organic, and I should feel, I guess, the way that Draven says about us. It's like someday you're going to realize, guys, that nobody genuine wants to speak to you. I heard him say that, and I was like, you know what? I think he's right. We've been so harassed that the only people that choose to come to us is people that want to hurt us. That's really a sad state of affairs. But I think in general, aside from a few people that are kind and haven't shown that aggression, I think he's right. I really do. You just want to come in and create problems and then see some kind of dramatic blow up in a video. That's really, you're addicted to this. It's a dopamine hit. And it's very unhealthy, and it makes you do ungodly, horrible behavior. And it can trigger people into suicide ideation, horrible things. And you just laugh. Every time it comes up, why do you guys do this? We're doing it for the lulz. You'd be laughing at a person dead because they couldn't handle the bullying and they got to the edge and got pushed over the edge. This has happened many times on YouTube and other places. It's horrible. But you guys should know that this girl is still in my emails pursuing me. Now, I do it this way, pursuing me, because I think it's all fake. She said right from the start, I pretty much found you from Draven's crypt, and like, yeah, you're from Draven, so you're probably going to try and screw me in some way. You're probably going to try and make me say things that I shouldn't say. Stuff like that. I knew from the start. And that email, the language in it was fucking weird. It was a poorly crafted email of what I was saying to her. It was not to get her fucking nudes, because I'd already seen her nudes and was like, whatever. You know, I mean, if you have to know, I'm into like pog, big butt white girls. And her ass was like flat. I saw it fast. It was fast. Because Shanny just went like this to me. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, okay. Block her. Block her. The only reason I ever came to this person in messages was to thank them for a donation. Somebody said, hey, this person gave some money. And they did. And then she dropped like $50 one day. And I'm like, holy crap, this is like incredible. We need money. We need money. And you guys hate it when I come on here and e-beg, right? You think it's pathetic and go suck dick, Rev, if you want money. That's what's said to me a lot. Yeah. It's funny to see people suffer and starve. It's very funny. So yeah, if I see somebody that gives $50, first of all, I'm going to go to them and say, holy shit, because I know it's hard these days to give money to people. Thank you. That's the only reason I clicked on her name ever on Instagram. But that's what this was. It was the reaction assholes doing what they do. And Draven will tell you, no. Okay, I want people to know. I don't tell people to do anything. And I probably, in most cases, believe that. Have you never done that, Draven? I don't know. You probably have. Told so-and-so to go and do this to get Rev and Shanny. You've probably done that. Once or twice. But in this case, yeah, it probably is organic. I don't know if she really does like me in that way. I don't know. At this point, it doesn't matter. Because what she's proven to be is a home wrecker. Because even after this stuff that happened last night, and she knows what happened, and she went to the reaction channels and gave them shit, it's clear what this is to me. It's like crystal fucking clear what it is. Break them up. We want the videos from the breakup. Well, I mean, you got some rage fest shit right there. We gave you some good content. And it was like 57 people in the room. Yeah. It's so disgusting that we have to be like screaming at each other horrible shit for viewership to spike like that. But it just shows me that what the main audience of where you get numbers is you got to act like a piece of shit. Abusive. And then you'll get views. That's gross. And I want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. I am going to do my best to stay off of this. She doesn't have your best interest. Cut her out of your life. That's exactly what we did. That girl with the cute kids. She's blocked on here, and she's blocked on the email for good. For good. It doesn't matter what money she gave. It doesn't. I said to Shanny, if I could give back the 150, roughly, I think it was around that money amount. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. About $150. I'd go in the negative in another account, give it back to her. Because that shit's not worth it. To ruin your marriage, that I love my marriage, to ruin it, for the sake of a poorly crafted email where I was literally just trying to say, if you're going to send that type of shit and you can't help but send it to this email. Because it would go in a black hole and I ain't going to see it. I never used that email. The only reason I had that email was to create a YouTube channel that no one would know it was me ever, and have a music playlist. But then I started putting the smules on it, and I renamed it Rev and Shanny and wanted to do something because I'm constantly wanting to do something with this because it was a big part of my life for a while. The YouTube thing was a big part of my life, and I really enjoyed it. But I have to remember that it's a new day. It's a new day in the treatment of people on these platforms. And I just have to remember that and never go back to it. Like karaoke, I love karaoke and I think it's fun, and I don't care how good or bad I sound. I don't give a fuck. It's just fun. Like Von Helton, he used to do that shit all the time. He'd do karaoke and like stream it and stuff, you know? It's fun. It's just fun. So, yeah, she's probably going to be going around the reaction channels and making rounds and like maybe go to Teddy Bear and I don't know. Jules has been cool with us lately, but you know, maybe she'll show up on Jules and Geek Room, all those channels, and she's gonna say, "Yeah, I was his mistress" and stuff like that. When there was like 2 emails, and that was it. Back and forth, 2, and all the Instagram shit. Now, could they could Photoshop fake shit because they've done that. They could totally just create conversations easily. It's not hard. You can usually pick it up because you could see that something's out of place in the way the text looks. It's a little blurry and weird. Yeah. But they do that all the time. They create fake messages to incriminate people. So at this point, I'm just going to drop this shit. She's gone out of our lives. She ain't coming back. For no amount of money is worth that. To lose your marriage, it's not worth it. Unfortunately, by her behavior, she showed herself to be a home wrecky type of thinking woman. In the conversations I had with her where it was innocent and she was telling me about Norway or, you know, she said she liked horror movies, or we were talking about like haunted stuff, and she was telling me about a time she went and toured like a haunted area, and she almost peed herself and stuff like that, whatever. You know, she seemed like a pleasant person. But a homewrecker is a homewrecker, and it pretty much looks like that was your main goal. For either Draven, and you're just being paid by Draven to do this, and people like Draven, you're being paid. Or it was genuine and you really thought I was hot and you were doing it genuinely. I don't know. I don't care because I'm married. I'm in a relationship that I want. And I love Shanny. And I feel like absolute shit. I feel like shit that this happened. So that's about it. And no, I didn't create any of this. I didn't create any of this. This person was inserted into our lives, I think, probably by reaction people. I won't keep putting it on Draven because I don't know if it's just Draven. It's probably Draven, Drader, Dragnot, Geek Room, Frank, Bran, all of them. That's who put this in, not me. Not me. I didn't do shit. I sent a poorly crafted email. That's what I'm guilty of. Why would I ask? Listen, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it for my own sake, to stand up for myself, because I had no sexual intention with this woman. You ask yourself, why would I ask for anything else when I'd seen everything on Instagram to see? I had already seen it. And was like, oh, okay. I wasn't that impressed with what I saw. That's just truthful. I was like, oh, okay. But Shanny is the one that showed it to me. And it's like, yeah, oh my God. Like, just block her. She's done. Yeah. I got to do my best to stay off of here. I'm going to do my best to. I would love to stay in contact with nice people, and that's wonderful, good stuff, cool stuff. But this I am going to be literally, if I'm talking to a woman, I'm going to be like Shanny's next to me all the time. I'm going to be like, you see this with every line. That's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want anything like this to ever happen again. I'm not going to. I thought you blocked her, man. You didn't block her? Yeah, you're gone. Now you're blocked. That was her. That was her right there, and she's gone now. I thought you blocked her. Okay. Onward and upward, and hopefully people will stop trying to break two people up that really love each other a lot. And when left to our own devices, we just love each other. And it's really awesome. So, I love my marriage, and I love Shanny. And that's it. You want to say anything or no, hon? Okay. Jesus is king.